Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. One of the doctors we're going to hear from today is Dr. Gabor Mate, and he specializes in how childhood trauma impacts adults. And we're going to read one of his quotes that shows how when people do not take care of themselves physiologically because they prioritize other people rather than themselves due to childhood trauma, then they will say no for them because they can't say no in the form of disease such as cancer. Cancer, viruses, and bacteria all vibrate below 100 hertz. I haven't been sick in 6-7 years. And I almost died of bacterial pneumonia after my second child was born. I used to get sick all the time. I was sick when my son, when he was 3 months old, I got really sick. But I didn't. I went out, I was at hot yoga during COVID, never got a shot, never got sick. Because I didn't fear it. I didn't need the universe to mirror it back to me to show me my fears. I used to have a fear of sexual assault, so in college I got sexually assaulted, as well as a teenager, because that was how my soul showed it to me. I used to attract players into my life. Andrew Tate, via a personal relationship with his best friend, being 2 of them, and they're in my book. Because I had a wound that I'm replaceable. So my soul showed me how much I don't value myself by attracting in men who also don't value themselves, but seek external validation through multiple women because of their childhood trauma. Kind of seeing how this all works, how the universe is a mirror. So I encourage you not only to transform your wounds into wisdom for your emotional care, but because the body is also a mirror to the soul as well, it will help with your body. So this is how it works. So we have our soul, our energy body, and that communicates out through our hearts. And the nervous system in our hearts is far more complex than our brains and sends like 90% more signals to our brains the other way around. So I have feared my soul from my childhood trauma, fear all men, and it's constantly being communicated out of my heart up to my brain. So how does my brain respond? Okay, cortisol, 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 fight or flight, fight or flight. Oh, okay. Well, when a person has increased cortisol levels over an extended period of time, it keeps the blood sugar abnormally high. Well, what does that fuel? Inflammation. Oh, inflammation is responsible for about 90% of our diseases. Heart disease, diabetes, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune diseases, all kinds of diseases, inflammation is a result of. And why do you have that inflammation? Because you haven't learned how to operate your soul, how to transform your wounds into wisdom so that you are, you learn how to go into your fear, guilt, and shame, surf the waves of life, but you don't stay at the bottom of that first wave like I did. I mean, I didn't know how to get out of the first wave. I didn't know how to climb my next mountain. I was just stuck in my fear, guilt, and shame, hence 35 years of debilitating lower back pain that only went away when I was 50. But now that I spend most of my time in courage, love, and enlightenment, I mean, the first time I experienced enlightenment, it was 3 days and I lost 12 pounds, even though I was in pretty much perfect shape. That's how transformative it is. And the highest vibrating energy is the most transformative. And so that's why we're going to learn how changing the world is an inside job.